Assalamu alaikum everyone. So this is another question from bank reconciliation, and this basically gives you another bank statement, and there is also a cash book. And what you guys need to do is that make an updated cash book, also make a bank reconciliation statement. The question here says, this is from the past papers. So the question here says, Miguel reconciles the balance on his cash book with a balance on his bank statement. Complete the sentence. Items in the cash book which do not appear on the bank statement are usually caused by, you guys should know, this is called timing differences. Timing differences means that I told you guys that there's a 3-day clearing time from one bank to another bank. So let's say my customer has given me a check and I have put that into my bank, but the thing is that my customer's bank is a different bank and my bank is a different bank, so it will take 3 days for the amount to transfer from my customer's account to my account. So here they are saying Miguel's cashbook bank columns only showed the following entries. There is cash sales 4216. There is the money received from Alice. There is Bertram's money received from Bertram. There's cash sales 2132. So what I need to do is that I need to compare both of these, and then some things which are there in both, so we don't need to account for those, but we need to account for things which are not there in the cash book, which are there in the bank statement for the updated cash book. So what I'll do here is that Alice's check is there, so I will just cancel that off. Cash sales 4216 is there on both sides. 280, the check, the money that we have received from Bertram is on both sides, so I need to cancel this off. We have 1168 is a balance brought down, so that's an overdraft in the cash book. David's check is the payment that we have made to David is there in both. We have Edward 1181 in both. Wages 1112 is in both. So we need to cancel that off, and then we have this, the payment for insurance is in the bank statement, it's not in the cash book, so you need to update the cash book. For this I'll write CB. Interest, we have paid interest because it's on the debit side of the bank statement, right? So that tells me that it's a payment, so I will write here a cash book. Again, I need to record this in the cash book. Also, the check we have received, the money transfer, so this is a credit transfer that we have received from Gordon. I know this because this is directly appearing on the bank statement, so it's coming in the bank directly, but we did not know about it, so we did not record this on the debit side of our cash book. So I need to update the cash book for 920 as well. Okay, and then for my bank reconciliation statement, I am going to record this vehicle repairs. This is an unpresented check because it's on the credit side, it's a payment. Unpresented checks are payments. Francis, the check to Francis is also an unpresented check, which I have given, which we have basically paid to Francis. And then we have cash sales, which is recorded on the debit side. This is an uncredited deposit, which is 2132. The money we have received from Charles is also an uncredited deposit, which we have received from Charles. So this is also an uncredited deposit. So we have two uncredited deposits and we have two unpresented checks, which we'll record in the bank reconciliation statement. And there are three items which we need to record in the updated cash book. There are no errors. So we have started with a balance brought down of 2720, which is there in the updated cash book. Now what I'll do is that I will write here insurance, which is a payment. I'll write here insurance, and this is going to be 120. I'll write here interest, which we are paying interest, and this is going to be 65. And I'm going to write here Gordon on the debit side, and this is going to be 920, which I'm recording on the debit side, which is also a money that the amount that I have received. So now I'll calculate my balance carried on. I'll write here 2720 plus 120 plus 65 is going to give me 2905, and when I subtract 920 from this, I'll get 1985, which is my balance carried down here. I'll write here balance carried down, and I'll write here 1985. The total of this account will be 920 plus 1985, which will be 2905 on both sides, 2905. This balance carried down will become my balance brought down, and this will be 1985. This is for 5 marks, and they're saying update the cash book and bring the balance down on May 8th. So I'll write here May 8th. This is my updated balance 1985. Now I will make my bank reconciliation statement, and as I told you guys that I have told you the formula for bank reconciliation statement. I'll start with balance as per bank statement, balance as per bank statement, and I'll start with the balance as per bank statement, that is 922. Debit means it's a negative balance. I'll write this in brackets. I'll write here 922, and then I will write here add uncredited deposits, or I can write uncredited checks. So I'll write here uncredited checks, and I'm going to underline this, and then I'm going to record the uncredited checks. Those are two. There's cash sales and there's Charles. So I'll write here cash sales, that is 2132, and then there's money received from Charles. So I'll write here Charles, and I'll write here 111, and this is going to be basically added to my balance. So I'll write here, so this will be 2132 plus 111 is going to be 2243, and I'll start with negative 922, and I'll write here 2243. I'll add it, and this will be 1321, and then I'll write here less unpresented checks, and unpresented checks I'm going to subtract. So unpresented checks are two here. There's vehicle repairs and there's a check to Francis. So I'll write here vehicle repairs, and I'll write here 180, and I'll write here Francis, and I will write here 3126, which will also be subtracted. So I'll write you 180 plus 3126 gives me 3306. This is going to be subtracted 3306. So I'll write here 1321 minus 3306 is going to give me 1985 negative, and this is balance as per updated cash book and our cash book balance. So balance as per updated cash book was also an overdraft of 1985, which is overdraft, and overdraft goes in the current liabilities section of the statement of financial position. So I'll write this 1985. This is also an overdraft. This is also an overdraft. Now you guys know that our bank reconciliation, our bank balance, bank statement balance, and our cash book balance has reconciled. Now in the next part, they're saying Miguel also maintains a petty cash book with an impressive amount of $100, which is restored at the start of each month. On 31st March, the total vouchers in the petty cash book was 66. So that means they have spent 66. So they are left with $34. $34 is what is there remaining in the petty cash book. Then they're saying calculate the amount the chief cashier gave to the petty cashier on 1st April. So you'll write that will be $66, because when you restore 66, the amount will go up to $100. So that's it for this question. Thank you so much for watching. Hope this helps you.